Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Today, my guest is a business efficiency expert, and her specialty is helping business owners to really grab the reins of their business by working with horses, especially helping business owners to overcome entrepreneurial ADD. So please welcome to the show, Julia Felton. I wanted to create a place where women can come to be empowered by other women. Women helping women, with interviews of extraordinary and inspiring leaders, artists, celebrities, and change makers who have overcome great challenges to become incredibly successful and then give back to others so that they can love and believe in themselves, follow their bliss, and shine their light. In this way, we can truly be the change we wish to see in the world. Welcome to the Orgena Rose Show.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation. It's such a privilege to be here and be able to share everything with your audience. So entrepreneurial ADD and my horses, well, you know how these things sometimes just hit you when you were least expecting it.
Oh, yes.
And when I was in the corporate world, I had a horse, and I realized then, once I left the corporate world, that my horses had taught me the best business lessons I ever learned. But I hadn't noticed that at the time. And I documented a lot of those in my book here, Unbridled Success. How the Secret Life of Horses Can Impact Your Leadership, Teamwork, and Communication Skills.
Ooh, that sounds juicy.
And I've been working with the horses to help business owners improve the efficiency and effectiveness of their businesses. Because, as you know, there's really a couple of things in business. It's what you do in business, but business is also about who you show up and who you be in business.
Yes, who you are.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the horses really get to the key and crunch of who you really are in business and where you are truly aligned with what you want to do.
Okay.
So the horses completely read the energy that's showing off. So let me just share an example if I can. I had a client working with me recently. She'd been really struggling with her business for a long time. And I just sensed that she wasn't really connected to her passion and purpose about what her real mission was behind her business.
Yeah.
And she was in the fortunate position, she didn't need to make a lot of money doing her business.
Okay.
She had her husband was supporting her, and she was quite happy with that.
Okay.
So money wasn't a big driver for her in that case.
Okay.
And to be honest, it isn't for a lot of us if we really
very
get
true.
as you well know.
Exactly.
But she couldn't connect with what that real thing was. And so we went and we were actually with the horses. And I was talking with her, and I was doing some work with branding with archetypes. I know that you're familiar with.
Yes. Powerful work.
I was asking her, what was going on and what her mission was. And my horses just stood there and just looked at her. And she was giving me these really... Intellectually, they sounded great reasons why she wanted to be in business.
Good on paper, right?
They looked great on paper, absolutely. But when it come to the crunch of it, it wasn't really what it was. And all of a sudden, she said, I want to save the elephants.
I love it.
And I went, oh. But what she did, when she connected with that, my horse walked straight up to her.
Ooh, oh my God, I had chills.
Yeah. And
Whoa.
we all broke down crying. And she realized, her reason for having her business was as a vehicle to
do that.
Support wildlife. I know, it was just amazing.
Okay, where are the tissues? We always do this, right? And we never have the tissues where we need them. Wow, that's really powerful.
So that was really powerful.
That's really powerful.
So,
holy mackerel, and that speaks to how important it is for us to really connect to what's deep in our hearts and our soul's passion. I mean, that is crucial. Right?
And for me, that's my horse is helping people achieve that within their business.
And so they instantly responded to that. Just as she stated her truth, they responded.
They responded to that.
That's
and
so
it was
powerful.
magnetic,
That is really absolutely phenomenal. So I want to get a little bit deeper into the entrepreneurial ADD and how you really help folks to do that.
Well, let's just explain to people what entrepreneurial ADD is, first of all. So, entrepreneurial ADD, attention deficit disorder. And for a lot of entrepreneurs, we're very, very creative. But of course, the challenge of this creativity, it's both our biggest blessing in business and our biggest curse.
Yes.
And maybe you can relate to that.
Oh, just a little bit. I don't know.
So what I observed and what I've seen is that creative people can really, really lack focus in their business because we want to try and do everything.
Yes, yes.
So the challenge is, how do we stay doing that thing that is our brilliance and our truth and not get distracted by all the other shiny objects that are out there that are very, very attractive for a creator.
Exactly. I have a friend who goes, A, D, D. It's kind of like, oh, all the really exciting things that are out there. And you just want to incorporate them in.
Exactly.
And not always is that the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of the best ways to kind of figure out if you've got entrepreneurial ADD, I suspect if your listeners are listening to me and they get it, they've already resonated that they've got this problem and this challenge.
Yeah.
But it is really, as I said, the hidden curse in your business and your hidden challenge, because not having the focus means that key signs that you've got it would probably be a good place to start is your desk is a mess. So busted, most of us, with that one. Loads of Post-it notes all over the place.
Ooh, Post-it notes.
We love
Another
Post-it
blessing
notes.
and curse, right? Yeah.
You've got loads of filing to do. You see something and maybe you're on the internet and you're like, oh, that's really interesting. I might use that idea. So you go and print it off. And then you find another one, you print it off, and then another one.
So you got a pile.
Great stack of great ideas that you might use.
That you might use.
Yeah.
Keyword.
Or even better still, you then file them in some email folder.
And you never
see them again.
Exactly.
How about your email box is overflowing? And that means more than 50 emails in there, people. 50. That's not very
50. Many. Okay, what else?
Or the other big thing that I notice is really entrepreneurial people have loads of projects on the go at the same time. Because we can think that we can rule the world and we can do everything. So more than 3 projects incomplete is usually a really good sign that you're lacking focus.
Okay, all right.
And what I discovered in my own business when I first set it up, and I didn't realize I had entrepreneurial ADD at the time, was that what I did was I wouldn't commit to one thing. I tried to do lots of different things. So I had my network marketing business, and I had a consultancy business, and I had my horses, and I did a myriad of different things. And of course, I couldn't focus on one thing at a time.
Right.
And I'm all for having a portfolio career. I think that that's a really great thing for ladies to do.
I like that term too, portfolio career. I think people can resonate with that, sure.
And I think that that's great, but what I would say the best strategy to do is to focus on one first and make it successful.
Complete.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then do the next one, and then do the next one.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And there's a lovely acronym for the word focus that I'd love to share with you.
Please.
Follow one course until successful.
Yes.
I had to figure out what S was. I was going complete. No, that doesn't spell focus.
Yes, I love that. Focus. Follow one course until successful. Oh, I love that. Perfect place to take a pause. Let us all drink that in, and then we'll find out how you help people with entrepreneurial ADD so we can get over it, right? And we'll be back right after this.
No more waiting.
Are you ready to completely catapult your life and business fast? Want to step into the spotlight and finally be seen as the expert and star that you are? Ready to have more fun in your business and work smarter, not harder? Then you're in the right place. Step into the spotlight, shine your light, and be the star you are in the Celebrity VIP Day. If you're done being the best kept secret, want to reach more people and ready to stop working so hard with little payoff, step up into your celebrity. In this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you'll get the star treatment. Have a TV talk show interview guaranteed. Be ready to rock the media and interview on national TV, radio, and magazines, and so much more. Your fabulous fun-filled day includes hair and makeup by a top Hollywood makeup artist to the stars, professional photos by a top Hollywood photographer, exclusive VIP lunch at a luxurious castle, a guaranteed interview with Orgena Rose, walk the red carpet, and enjoy a gala reception. As a bonus, you'll receive 4 power-packed live training calls to prepare you to truly shine in the spotlight and maximize your appearances. And a free ticket to the Soul Awards Gala in Hollywood, honoring extraordinary women who are shining their light by helping others. You're now a recognized celebrity and reaching more people than you ever have before. It's all possible with the Celebrity VIP Day. Only 12 spots available for this exclusive experience, so don't wait. Apply now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are here with Julia Felton of Business Horsepower, who is helping us to know how to get over entrepreneurial ADD. So, Julia, you gave us some wonderful tips and things to know and identify if we have entrepreneurial ADD. So what I want to know now is let's get into how to get over that, how to overcome that and make some changes.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Orgena, I'd love to share with you my proven 3-step method to help people move forward.
Yes, good.
So, if we just show this up, hopefully the camera can see this.
Yes.
So this is something called talent dynamics, and this is a profiling tool I do with all of my clients.
Okay.
Because typically, people that have got entrepreneurial ADD will be up here in the chart. So on the green and the red.
Okay.
And talent dynamics here is based on the I Ching, which is the old ancient Chinese philosophy, unrelated to the energies. So it totally matches in with all the work that the horses are so great at understanding our energy levels.
Okay.
So people with entrepreneurial ADD tend to have a lot of dynamo energy in them. So dynamo energy, super creative.
Yes.
Dynamo people tend to have the head in the clouds. They come up with all these ideas, but of course the challenge is they never finish them, which is why they have this lack of focus because there's a lot of different things on their plate.
Okay.
They also often have a lot of the other energy, the red energy in the chart, which was the blaze energy. And blaze energy is all about connection and being with people.
Yes.
So people with entrepreneurial ADD, they're either coming up with the ideas or they're finding loads of people to talk to in order to come up with ideas.
Got it. Okay.
So it's very, very helpful for people to understand where their strengths are in their business. That they can then focus on their brilliance and get
some support and some help
from other people.
Yeah, for the other pieces.
For the other pieces, exactly.
Yes,
so
very
the
key.
first thing I think is to always focus on where your strengths are. And that's not to abdicate that you can't do the things that you aren't so good at.
Very true.
So as somebody with entrepreneurial ADD and a lack of focus, we tend to avoid systems. Now systems
Just the word.
I know. But think about the word systems.
Yeah.
Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money.
I love these. These are fabulous.
Sorry, I'm a
these
bit
are
of a-
great. I love save yourself stress, time,
energy, and money by having systems.
Okay, now I like the word. Okay.
So
Thank
now you love the word.
Reframed right here. I love it. Good. This is
So,
great.
and it's not surprising because systems and structure are something that one of the other different energies has, the steel energy people. And they're on the other side of the square to where the people with entrepreneurial ADD are.
Yes.
So I think the first thing is to know where your strengths are.
Yes.
But the second thing is that you need to put in structure into your day.
Yes.
And put in those
that's huge.
systems.
That is really huge. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the challenge is when you've got too many things to do and you've got the bright, shiny object syndrome going on, you're like, oh, that sounds interesting and that sounds interesting. And you never get to do the thing
just
that you're
kinda
meant to be
running.
doing.
Yeah.
You can do this kind of crazy 8, as Tony Robbins would say, and
right,
actually
yeah.
not get
That's why I
anything
did that,
done at all.
True.
So a great thing is to have systems and structure in place. And I always advocate for my clients that they have a daily and a weekly structure in there as well. So a daily structure means that when you get up every morning, you know exactly what you're going to do that day.
Yeah, like first and second and
third.
really have an order and so forth.
And then you can be super productive to do the things that you've got to achieve because you don't have that opportunity to go and find the bright, shiny object because you already know what you're meant to be doing.
Excellent.
Of course, there's a few caveats around this that you need to put all the activities that you're going to do into your diary. But
or calendar
or calendar, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Online organizer. But then you have to keep those appointments.
Yee, that's the key part. Right.
Busted, yeah.
Because a lot of people, I think, even, if they have entrepreneurial ADD, might be great at, okay, I'll put it on the calendar. and there it sits.
Yeah, and then we don't do it. So
Right.
you have to keep that appointment with yourself.
Beautiful.
And one of my
Beautifully
mentors
stated.
always said to me, the most important appointments you can ever keep in your life are the ones with yourself.
Oh, that's good.
Because
Oh,
if you
that's
don't
really
keep
good.
an appointment with yourself, what are you saying about how you value yourself?
Right.
And if
right.
you don't value yourself, how can your clients value you?
Exactly.
So
Oh,
it
that's
has a lot
beautiful.
of spin on
That's
it.
huge. That's actually really huge, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we want to have in place in your calendar each day what you're going to be doing. The other thing I like to do is, based on these different energies, is have different days of the week that I do different activities.
Yes, I like that too. Yes.
So we know that when energy changes from one state to the other, it uses a lot of energy to change from water to steam. So it's the same in our business. If we want to do all the activities that are very creative on one day, and then all the activities that might be your accounts and the things that you less like doing
Right.
on another day.
Right. So
Or
you
your
can kind of shift your brain and your energy into that.
Yeah.
And stay in that mode.
and stay in that energy for
Yeah.
most of that day.
Right. Right.
Because actually it'll be less depleting and you're able to manage your energy levels better. And then other days where you have your networking
Right.
and other days where you have your customer service.
Okay.
So just try and plan your week with these different activities on
okay.
different days.
I like it.
Can be very, very helpful to keep that structure and focus.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And how do the horses then come in to play with all of this?
Well, typically when I'm working with my clients, we do some of the work in the classroom first,
Sure.
and then we go out and then we test it with the horses. So it's a lot of it is being in the energy and the presence of the horses
Yes.
to figure it out. Because this is what I realized and what I learned from my herd of horses was that, you see, nature doesn't waste any resources. In business, we are so good at wasting resources.
Yes.
But in
yes.
nature, there's no wasted time, energy, or money. Everything happens for a purpose.
Right.
So what I'm seeking to do with my clients and through the power of my horses is create what I call a joined up business. So all the activities that we're doing
Yes.
add to the whole flow of what we want our business to achieve. And there is no wasted time, energy, or money.
Beautiful.
So once again, you know, like we talked about at the earlier example with that client, when everything's aligned and people know what they're meant to be doing, the horses just sense it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're very, very powerful at helping my clients get very clear on when they're stepping into their leadership power.
Okay.
Because as an entrepreneur,
Yes. That's
where we can get distracted by all the other things is when we stop leading our business. So you talked very kindly in the introduction about how I help business owners grab the reins.
Yes, I love that.
Because what I discovered was a lot of us are in busyness, not business.
Business, I love that. Yes, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as an entrepreneur and a business owner, we're doing all of these things,
Yes.
but they're not effective and not productive.
Yes, and they're not bringing about the results that people are wanting for themselves and for their lives. So this is really beautiful. I want to kind of touch into some final thoughts and ways to, you know, people can connect with you right after we come back. So come right back with Julia Felton. What truly sets you apart from your competition? Do you know the answer? Most business owners don't, and the truth is, it's what can make or break your business. Every business wants it, but few know how to get it, and that is instant recognition. The kind you get when you hear a slogan, some piece of music, or even see a logo that brings a specific brand to mind. Many businesses and organizations spend a great deal of time and energy on the visual and forget the audio. Just like you would never send out a print piece without your logo on it, we recommend all your audio should be branded with an audio logo. These are simple and relatively inexpensive to create and help you develop a consistency that most others lack. Think about some of your favorite audio logos. McDonald's with ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Or NBC with or any of the others you might know. Build consistency with it and take it across your TV, web, and live events for maximum benefit. Contact us today to find out how you can get your very own customized audio jingle with our empowering music branding. Welcome back, everyone. We're with Julia Felton, who is sharing with us about entrepreneurial ADD and how to overcome it through her work with horses and other wonderful tools that she's shared with us. And I really, again, love your reworking of the word system. You know, really it helped to create a really nice shift for me already. But I know that, you know, it's a system and it's a structure, but it's not meant to box us in or feel rigid, right? So, you know, I was speaking about how, you know, I have certain things in my calendar and, you know, and I know these are what I'm planning to do, and the alarm will come up, and you know, on some days it's like, okay, I'm supposed to be doing that, or that's what's on there, but there's a shift happening, and to be free to go with that sometimes.
And I think sometimes that's actually building that into your calendar, that time, to give yourself that time to, whether it's procrastinate because it's something you don't want to do, or it's time to have that creative space. That's really important. Because just to give you another one, plan. Prevent laziness, action now. Not that I'm hung up on these or anything, but I think they're so great.
I think they're fabulous. I love them. Prevent laziness. Action now. Or act now.
Yeah, because if you've got a plan about what you're going to be doing when, it really helps that momentum and stops the procrastination and shiny object syndrome that we've been
and also
about.
Feeling a sense of being paralyzed. You know, a lot of folks, when there are so many things on the plate and ooh this and ooh that, can kind of get into a tizzy and just get paralyzed and then do nothing.
Well, I think that's definitely one thing. The other is that I really noticed, and this happened for myself as well, when I came out the corporate world. The great thing about coming out the corporate world was I had no structure. You know, because the corporate world, I had such a regimented day every day, and I actually rebelled, and I put no structure in. And then the pendulum swung completely the other way. And that was what the horses showed me, because when I was watching them, I was like, they have a structure and a purpose to their day, and that's how they don't waste time, energy, or money. You know, the seasons come and go in regularity. We know exactly what's going to happen. They're planned. So I was like, how can I take what they're doing into my business? And then it just became obvious. Put a structure in place.
But one that works for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the difference.
Yeah, one that works for you. Yeah, because don't be trying to use, I don't know, your online calendar if you're a paper girl. You know, find what works for you to get the result that you need.
Yeah, that's very, very key. I think a lot of people think, oh, there's all this technology. I need to learn how to do this. You know, I need to learn QuickBooks, or I need to learn whatever that is. And it's like, no, it might still be pencil and, you know, paper for you. And, you know, and that's okay. Like, be okay with that.
And focus on where your strengths are, and then outsource the pieces that you're not so good at. I'd love to give people permission to do that. But when I say outsource, and that's where the talent dynamics is really great, because once you know where your strengths are, then you can use that to recruit people into your team who have the other strengths, because we tend to bring people to support us. Like, I'm sure you and I would love to work together because we're super creative and we'd have such a blast. I'm not sure we'd get much work done, though.
We had great plans.
I know, we'd have great plans. We wouldn't finish much, and we'd spend all the money. So this is where it's really good to know where your strengths are, appreciate where the strengths of other people are, and bring them into your business. So, you know, a lot of people, you'll be familiar with the wheel of life. So I talk about a wheel of business, where you've got all the different energies in your business, so everything gets done. But obviously, as a business owner, you do need to make sure that you don't abdicate responsibility to the areas that don't resonate with you so much. You need to still have an overview of what's going on. Otherwise, as you know, you can't manage the people doing those other tasks. But it doesn't mean that you need to do them every day. So for me, I'm not great at customer follow-up and customer service. Being creative, I start things, I don't finish them. So I brought in an assistant who's great at doing all my follow-up. Getting all my clients in, doing those conversations, getting them in my diary, and that's the way my business can move forward.
Excellent.
But I've got a great report that I'd love to share with your listeners, if that's okay, Orgena.
Sure, what is it?
So I've written this report. This is Entrepreneurial ADD, the hidden illness that's costing you cash and clients. And I'd love to give that to all of your listeners, if that's all right.
Thank you. That's really, really great. I love that, the hidden illness. It's the hidden illness that plagues. It's true.
Exactly.
It's very true.
And you can get hold of that at businesshorsepower.com/free report.
Beautiful, beautiful. And we'll, of course, have links on our site to lead everyone.
Thank you
there
so much.
Well. Absolutely.
And if any of your listeners also would like to apply for a limited number of breakthrough sessions I do to help people
Excellent.
identify where they've got entrepreneurial ADD and how they can get over that.
Beautiful.
We can leave some information there and people can.
Absolutely, we'll have links for that, and that's an actual kind of test or an
It's
kind
a
of
30-minute consultation with me.
Ah,
I'm going to do
beautiful.
to help them
good.
figure out how
And
they can
they'll
move
learn.
forward.
They'll learn if they have it, and then
Absolutely.
you'll help them to get over it,
Absolutely,
get through
yeah.
it. That's so beautiful. It's been a blast, truly,
So fun.
to
Thank you
have
so
you
much.
on today. I love all of those. You've got to have them somewhere. The plan and the systems. What was the first one? It was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for being with us today. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being with us today on our show. I really hope that there was something shared that really helps you shine your biggest and brightest light. Please stop by again, like us on Facebook, tweet us, all of those good things. And most importantly, please always remember, it's all about love.